Os. The following video demonstrates the requirements, the general requirements for yellow and advanced yellow belts. So I like yellow and advanced yellow belts to begin to be able to perform the opening and closing ceremonies. So we'll start there. We sit in our kneeling stance. This is called seiza. Seiza is spelled S-E-I-Z-A, and it means proper sitting or formal sitting. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, and then usually I call on a student, and that student begins by saying mokso. Mokso is spelled M-O-K-U-S-O, and it simply means meditate. And so we close our eyes. Then when I clap, the student is cued to say mokso yame. Right? So mokso yame simply means stop meditating. Yame is Y-A-M-E. So once again, it's mokso yame, means stop meditating. So we open our eyes. Then typically, I'm the person teaching. So we're giving the first bow of courtesy to me. And we bow by saying sensei klei nire. We bow os, just come back to our lap. Then if there are more senior belts in class, we bow to them and we bow by saying senpai nire, os. And then we bow to each other and we do that by saying otagai nire, os. Senpai simply means senior or like more advanced students. Otagai nire is, I believe, 3 different words, O-T-A-G-A-I. The next word is N-I. The last word is R-E-I, otagai nire. And that simply means bow to each other. All right, so now let's begin with the Kihon that I like to teach new yellow and advanced yellow belts. Ready, yoi. Right leg is back. Both hands are up. The first kick is your hook kick. And in Japanese, it's kakegiri. And we're using our heel, which is our kakato. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Kiai, ai, and switch. Same way, your hidari kakegiri, your left hook kick. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Ai, and switch. There's also your joint kick, in Japanese, kansetsugiri. It's spelled K-A-N-S-E-T-S-U. Kansetsugiri. It is your joint kick. It's sort of like a side kick, but you're kicking low toward the knee. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Kiai, ai, and switch. Again, your left joint kick, your hidari kansetsugiri, Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, kiai, aya. Good. In the third kick, which is the final kick, or one of the final kicks that I teach in this dojo, is your turning back kick, or your spinning back kick, your spinning hook kick. And in Japanese, it's either called your ushiro mowashigiri or ushiro kakegiri. Back roundhouse kick or back hook kick. Sometimes I informally refer to it as a spin kick. Ready? 1. Good. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Aya! Switch. Same way with your left foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, and one more time, and 5. Aya! Good, so those are the 3 kicks. Your hook kick, your kakegiri, your joint kick, kansetsugiri, and your spin kick, your ushiro mowashigiri. We're also going to try some push-ups. The new set of push-ups that I like to introduce to yellow and advanced yellow belts are push-ups with your fists together. So let's down stomach touch. We're going to push up regular weight. We're going to bring our hands together. Spread your feet so you have balance. Ready? 1. Try to get your wrists into your solar plex. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Kihon. Let's stand up. Good. Now there are also a number of new hand techniques that I also like to teach new yellow belts and advanced yellow belts. Ready, yoi. And we're going to stay in furudachi. All right, both hands out. Right hand pulls back. Both hands open. This is sort of the next knife hand technique. It's called shito sakutsu uchi komi. It means driving knife hand strike to the collarbone. Ready, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The next one is shito hizo uchi. Hizo is spelled H-I-Z-O, and it's a knife hand strike to the spleen area. Ready, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your palm open toward the face, striking the bridge of the nose. Next strike is called shote. This is your shote. It's spelled S-H-O-T-E-I. Ready? Ich. Ni. Some. Shi. Go. Make a fist. Next punch is shitazuki. Shita is spelled S-H-I-T-A. The I in the middle of the word is compressed, so it's not shitazuki, it's shitazuki. And it means like lower punch. It's sort of like an uppercut punch. Ready? Ich. Ni. Some. Shi. Go. Both hands out. Right hand on top of your left. Next punch is awazizuki. A-W-A-S-I. And it means combination punch. One hand is aimed at your chin, other hand is aimed at your solar plex. Ich. Ni. Some. Shi. Go. Left elbow down. Your next elbow technique is your hiji oroshi. It's your downward elbow strike. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right elbow out. We're now trying our sideways elbow. It's hiji yoko ate. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kiai. Left elbow behind you. We're now trying our hiji oshuro ate, your backward elbow strike. Ready? Ich. Ni. Some. Shi. Go. Good. Your rising sideways elbow, it's your hiji yoko age. Ready? Ich. Ni. Some. Shi. Go. Kiai. And your rising backward elbow. And the difference is, this is hiji oshiro ate, and when your elbow is rising, it's hiji oshiro age. So the last word goes from A-T-E to A-G-E. Ready? 1, and 2, 3, 4, and 5. Kiai. Good, and relax. So those are the new Kihon techniques, basic techniques, that I like to introduce to yellow belts and advanced yellow belts. In addition, at the yellow and advanced yellow belt level, I like students to begin to be able to perform these Kihon techniques as they move. So I will do a brief example of what I expect students to begin to progress toward. Yoi. Left into your ear, right hand covers your groin, step back into a front leaning stance, and your left down block. I like students to be able to step forward and punch, step forward and block. All right, so first let's step forward with the stomach, maybe with a sanbonzuki, face stomach down. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, kiai. Students should be able to turn. The command that's given when I want you to turn is mawate, M-A-W-A-T-T-E. Side angles across your face, back leg moves 2 lengths of your body, and your down block, stepping forward again, sanbonzuki. Sliding across your face, mawate. Good, and narrate. Good, we're gonna try the same thing now, but we're gonna try to put some of our blocks together in a combination, also moving forward. Yoi, left into your ear, then covers your groin. Right leg step back. We're gonna step forward, down block, middle inside block, middle outside block, and then upper block, alternating our hands. Ready, and 1. Gidan barai, shudan uchiyuke, shudan sotouke, jodanuke, and let's do one more upper block. So we'll do 2 upper blocks. Side 2. 3. Sliding goes across your face. Mawate. Again, Ichi. Knee. Sun. Kihon, your last technique. Down block, middle inside block, middle outside block, upper block. Kihon. Good, and Mawate. And Nare. Good, so all of these techniques that we've done thus far through white, blue, and yellow, I expect students to be able to begin to progress performing those techniques in combinations up and down the dojo. All right, we're gonna try one more set of push-ups on our fingertips, which I also like to begin to introduce to yellow belts and advanced yellow belts. So let's try down from my touch. We're gonna try 5 push-ups. Use all 5 fingertips, ready, push up. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good, let's stand up. Good, and relax. Good, so in addition to improving in basics and improving in conditioning, there are also 2 new katas that I typically introduce to yellow belts and advanced yellow belts. And the first one is Pinan kata. Pinan is spelled Pinan. It means peace and harmony. There are 5 versions, and here's the first version. Yoi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So a few things about kata as you get better is number 1, try not to stare at the floor. And number 2, about this kata, there are a couple of newer techniques. On your third motion, you have your cat-footed stance, which is a smaller version of your back-leaning stance. So here's your back-leaning stance, kokutsudachi. Here is your cat-footed stance, and in Japanese it's neko ashidachi. In addition, in this kata is where we introduce our knife hand roundhouse technique. Knife hand roundhouse technique. And in Japanese, it's shito mawashi uke. Here. Hands are together, covering your groin. They stay together till they get above your head, and then they separate. Your upper hand finishes at your eyes height. Okay, that's your Pinan kata number 1. The next kata that all yellow belts and advanced yellow belts will ultimately learn is your Pinan kata number 2. Yoi. Ichi. Your right hand looks like an upper block. Your left hand looks like a middle inside block. 2, 3, 4. We're in a kibadachi, which is a horse stance. 5. We're in a suru ashidachi, which is a crane-footed stance. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Ichi, knee, Sono. Block above your head with your left hand. Right hand comes straight, comes up, gets pulled down. Good. This technique here is called koteyuke. It means forearm block. I go. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, Kiai! And narrate. And relax. So there are a couple new things that are introduced through this kata. Pinan 2 is probably the first difficult kata that is taught in Kyokushin karate. And let's review. So the stance here is your kibudachi. This is the first time you do kibudachi in any kata in Kyokushin. And kiba is spelled K-I-B-A, and it's a straddle stance or horse stance. Here is your suru ashi dachi. Suru is T-S-U-R-U. Ashi is A-S-H-I. And it's crane-footed stance. On motion number 8, this is your suete nukite. It's your reinforced spear hand. Motion 13. Here, this technique is your koteyuke. C-O-T-E, it means forearm block. Whenever your foot and hand are opposite, right foot, left hand, it's not just a chudanzuki, it's a chudan gyakuzuki, which is spelled G-Y-A-K-U. It's reverse stomach punch. Right? Then your motion 15 is your koteyuke, maigiri, chudan gyakuzuki. Your motion 16, your chudan soeteyuke, your reinforced middle block. In addition, in this kata, we begin to utilize stances on a 45-degree angle a little more often. So for instance, on motion 18 and motion 20, because this stance is on a 45-degree angle, it's pronounced Yonju Godo Zenkutsudachi. Yonju Godo Zenkutsudachi means 45 degrees front-leaning stance. Last but not least, this is the first kata you do in which you kiai on your 20th motion, your 8th and your 20th motion, rather than your 8th and your 16th motion. Okay? So before we finish, we'll do some brief shadow boxing, introducing some of the new kicks and punches that we learned at this rank. Yoi, high fighting stance, hajime. And that concludes some of the general requirements for yellow belts and advanced yellow belts.